Myself, Dr. Josna Mohanty. I am a retired teacher of anthropology and presently working as an officer on special duty in the tribal cell in Rajbhavan. So, basing on that, I choose my topic, role of a governor in the administration of the Schedule 5 area. So, as we all know that India occupies a prominent positions in the cultural map of India because of its various tribal groups. If you see the map and a census report, according to 1951 census, 5.6% of the total population of the country was tribal. But when we switch over to 2011 census, we see that only tribal populations are 10.43 crores, which is 8.6% of the total population of India. So, not discussing much about the tribal situation of India, we just see that the highest population of the tribe in Madhya Pradesh, and next to Madhya Pradesh is in Odisha. Odisha is the homeland of as many as 62 tribal communities and 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups. They are known as PVTGs. So, when we see the 2011 census, the total estimated population is nearly 96 lakhs, which accounts for the 22.85% of the total population of the state and which contributes 9.17% of the total population of the country. So, in terms of ST communities and PVTGs, Odisha has the highest number among all the states, that is 62 tribal communities and 13 PVTGs. So, various plans and programs have been formulated by the Independence India for the overall development of the tribals and to bring them to their counterparts and adjust them into the national mainstream. After 70 years of independence, we see that there has been a considerable improvement in the quality of the life of the tribals, though the pace of development has been slow. So now, though the topic is role of a governor in the administration of the Schedule 5 areas, so let me clear about the 5th schedule and 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The founding father of the Indian Constitution, Sir Bhimrao Ambedkar, has stressly emphasized on 5th schedule and 6th schedule, and both the schedule of the Constitution is for the protection of the cultural identity of the tribals. It also provides the tribals their economic independence. So, 5th schedule and 6th schedule is mainly meant for the northeastern states, and other than the northeastern states, 5th schedule is meant for the other state, and that is directly covered to the Article 244 of the Indian Constitution and Article 244(1) of the Indian Constitution. According to Article 244 of the Indian Constitution, there are various provisions for the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes within the jurisdiction of the 5th schedule. So, what is Article 244(1)? Article 244(1) means it is the constitution expression of scheduled area, means such areas as the president may by order declare to be the scheduled area. How you declare a area as a scheduled area? So that is means what is the criteria fixed for the scheduled area under 5th schedule. The first is preponderance of the tribal population, means numerically the tribal population should be higher. Then compactness and reasonable size of the area. Area should be compact and reasonable size. Then underdeveloped nature of the area and marked disparity in economic standard of the people. When we consider all the 4 criteria, then the area can be declared as a scheduled area. So, 5th scheduled area means the 5th schedule of the Constitution deals with the administration and control of scheduled areas as well as the scheduled tribes. And the states having 5th scheduled areas are Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Rajasthan and Telangana. Other than that means here another question is, in the 5th 5-year plan there is a tribal subplan, TSP approach, which is now known as TSS, Tribal Sub Scheme. So, tribal subplan means the percentage of the tribal population is 50% of the total tribal population, and scheduled area means the same thing. So this is sometimes it is a co-terminus, scheduled area and the TSP area. In the Odisha background, which state or which area are declared as the scheduled area? So 7 whole district, namely Kandhamal, Moyurbhanj, Sundargarh, Koraput, Rayagada, Nabarangpur and Malkanagiri, there 7 whole districts are covered under scheduled area, full district, and there are partially 6 districts, that is Nilgiri block of Baleswar district, Telkoi, Keunjhar, Champua and Borbil Tahsil of Keunjhar district, Kusinda Tahsil of Sambalpur district, R. Udaygiri Tahsil, Guma, Rayagada block of Paralakhemde Tahsil are covered under Gajapati district. Soroda Tahsil, excluding Gajalwadi and Gocha Gram Panchayat, are under Ganjam district. Thuampul, Rampur and Lanjigad block under Kalahandi district. These are the 7 plus 7 whole district and 6 partial 6 districts of the Odisha covered under the scheduled area. So far as area is concerned, this covers 69,061.3.80 square kilometer, which is mainly 28.09% of the state's population. Then 67.53 of the tribal population reside in the 5th scheduled area as per 2011 census. Let us see how the numerically they are high in number, which covers under the scheduled area. According to the 5th schedule, Indian Constitution consists of 4 paras, that is Part A, Part B, Part C and Part D. Part A1 provides a general picture, where Part A2 it executive power of a state having scheduled area. Part A3 the report by the governor to the president regarding the administration of the scheduled area. Then Part B4 constitution of a tribal advisory council, that is TSC, and Para 5 is peace and good governance of the scheduled area, that is mainly responsibility of the governor. Then Part C is the addition and deletion of the scheduled area. Then Part D7, that is amendment of the schedule. This is the total frame of a scheduled area, 5th scheduled area. Here we will not discuss much about the 6th schedule, because 6th scheduled area is in Odisha is not covered under the 6th scheduled area. Then in brief I will discuss about what is the role of a governor in Odisha, the context of Odisha in the schedule 5 area. So as we know that powers of a governor are very important in the application of the provision of the 5th schedule, which we have already discussed. And in Odisha is a state with highest number of scheduled tribe community and highest number of tribal population, highest number of PVTGs groups. So that is why the role of a governor in Odisha is something different from the other state. So according to Part A, Para 2 of the Indian Constitution, the union government shall have executive powers to give directions to the state as to the administration of scheduled area. That means the union government shall have executive powers which give a directions to the state for the administration of the scheduled area. Next point is the voice of the governor is important when the president takes any decision regarding modification of the scheduled area of a state, that is addition or deletion. That means, which I have already discussed, that scheduled area means the total population of the area is 50% total population of the area is the tribal population. Likewise, the TSP or TSSA, the same thing is that. But what the census has been done earlier, and what are the number of TSP area, what are the number of scheduled area. Now the things has been changed because the population has been increased, the area has been increased. So in this case, governor can forward the decision to the President of India to addition more scheduled area in the state. Then another thing is the Para 3 of the 5th schedule. Honorable Governor of a scheduled area has to be submit an objective assessment report to the President of India on administration of scheduled area. That means it is very important. Total in the financial year starting from April to March. That means the SC/ST department is not only one department, it has a very lying department. So suppose revenue department, panchayat raj department, disaster management department, mining department, everything is related to the tribal administration. So by collecting all the data from the different areas or different department has submit a report which is known as the administration report of the scheduled area. Then that report has to be given to the governor, and governor has to prepare his own assessment report and send to the president for approval. While submitting the report by the governor is supposed to be an unbiased assessment of the scheduled area, highlighting various measures taken by the state government for upgradation of the administrative protective laws. This is also very important because whenever governor sent a report, there should be an total unbiased phenomena. That means the line department has to submit what are the program, plans, procedure of the state that has to be formulated in one that is known as the scheduled area administrative report, and that report has to be sent to the President of India. Para 4 of the 5th schedule provides a very important position, that is the constitution of a Tribes Advisory Council in the scheduled area, means TSC. So the council consisting of not more than 20 members, out of which 3/4 of its representative would consisting of ST members of the state assembly. That means out of the total MLAs of a state, only 20 members, that means 3/4 of the total MLAs are the ST members. They are the representative of the TSC. TSC advises on matters related to the welfare and advancement of the state, which referred to the council by Honorable Governor. And Governor is also responsible for the prescribing rules and regulations for the TSC. That means, now what are the numbers of members of council, who are the members of the council, and their mode of their appointment, that is the chairman. Chief Minister is supposed to be the chairman of the TSC. And the tenure of the council is for a period of 2 years. That means the meeting of the TSC or the Tribes Advisory Council shall be held twice in a year, that is in every 6 months. Then another point is the para 5 of the 5th schedule, that Honorable Governor may make regulations for the peace and good governance of any area in a state which is a scheduled area. That means the scheduled area is governor is the custodian of the scheduled area. So for the peace and good governance of the scheduled area, there is a provision in the 5th schedule, and where governor is responsible to make regulations for the peace and good governance of the scheduled area. That is prohibition or restricting the transfer of land by or among members of the scheduled tribe of that area. That means transfer of land, that has to be regulated by the governor. Next is regulate the allotment of land to the members of the ST of that area. Regulate the allotment of land means the land to whom it has to be allotted, that is also the purview of the governor. And then regulate the carrying on of business as money lenders by persons who lend money to members of ST in such area. Whereas that is the middleman mafia, they have been collecting money from the tribals. Then that is the sale of land. All these has been controlled by the governor. So para 6(2) of the 5th schedule, in this here what happens? In the process of making above regulations, Honorable Governor may repeal or amend any union or state law only after consultation of the TSC. That means, suppose you are going to make any regulations, addition of a regulation or deletion of a regulation, that means it should be consultation with the Tribes Advisory Council. That means the Tribes Advisory Council is a very important council in the 5th schedule area. So it is to be understood that all such regulations will have effect after duly accepted by the President of India. That means whatever the rules, regulations, powers conferred to the governor, that has to be passed by the President of India. So another thing is, suppose that is the addition of a tribe in the scheduled area, scheduled tribe, or deletion of a tribe from the scheduled tribe, that has to be passed by that order has to be passed by the President of India. After that, governor can pass, but without the permission of the President, governor cannot pass it. Some legislation and regulation. The Governor of Odisha is pleased to promulgate the following regulations relating to the scheduled area of the state. First, the Odisha scheduled area transfer of immovable property by scheduled tribe, Regulation 2 of 1956. The Odisha Gram Panchayat Act 1964, Odisha Act 1965, scheduled areas. Third, the Odisha Gram Panchayat Act 1959, that is Odisha Act 7 of 1960, scheduled areas. The Odisha Scheduled Area Moneylender Regulation Act 1967. The Odisha Scheduled Area Debt Relief Regulation 1967. The Odisha Scheduled Area Exercise of Criminal Powers Validation Regulation 1963. The Odisha Scheduled Areas Moneylenders Amendment Regulation 2000. The Odisha Scheduled Areas and Other Traditional Forest Dweller Recognition and Forest Act 2006 and Odisha Scheduled Area and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers Regulation and Forest Rule 2007. The Odisha Protection of SC and ST Interest on Trees Act 1981, the Protection of Civil Rights Rules 1977, and the Odisha Reservation of that ORV rule in Post and Services for SC and ST Act 1975, the SC and ST Prevention and Atrocities Act 1989, the SC and ST Prevention of Atrocities Rule 1995. Now I can conclude by saying that the fifth schedule was intended by the founding father of Constitution as an innovative device for promoting the welfare and advancement of the scheduled tribe and administration of the scheduled area. It confers uncommon powers for governance in scheduled area on the Honorable Governor of a state. It is felt that with some key reforms, the fifth schedule can be transformed into a purposeful instrument for the upliftment of the scheduled tribes, not only in Odisha but all scheduled areas of the country. All these acts are under the purview of the governor, that is, all the act should be implemented in the scheduled 5 areas. So these are the role of a governor in the scheduled 5 areas of the administration of a state which is a scheduled area.